Hi, good morning. This is Scott Fortunoff, president of the Blank Quilting Corp. I am here today at my local quilt shop in New York City, Gotham Quilts, to tape the October 2018 collections for Blank Quilting. These are the collections that we're going to go out with at Quilt Market. For this release, we have 14 different collections, and the collections ship from March to June, all in 2019. So let's get right to it. So you all know we had American Honor 1, which was by Tana Mueller, which was very popular for us, and we had a contest and all this stuff. We decided to freshen it up with 5 new SKUs, and these are shipping in March. So this is called American Honor 2. And just so you know, we still do have the American Honor pre-cuts, which we were selling. So here you have it, real small line, nice little 24-inch repeat block panel with different size squares, the USA all over, the stars, the USA and the hearts, and then the eagle heads. And of course we have the urban legend, which coordinates really nicely with this. And then you have an updated quilt, which includes both American Honor 1 and American Honor 2. Next up, I have Bugs Galore, and this is a 15 SKU collection. This one ships in April 2019. And here you have it, nice fun kids line, bright colors. Here we have a book panel. We have the ants all over. This one is on pigment white, and then we have the red and the black. We have the ladybug all over, butterfly all over, some really cute dots, the bugs in the jar, and then the small blocks with different bugs on top. And then we have the all over scenic, and then we have more bug all over tossed. The dragonflies in blue and on white. Dragonflies are always a huge hit, so that should be good. And then of course we have the stripe, and then we have an assortment of the starlit colors that go nicely with this collection. So let's flip over and see what's going on the back. On the back we have a quilt. This one uses the book cut up into different pieces. And then we have these adorable little pillowcases on the back, the pillowcase quilts. We have 2 different versions. And then we have your basics that go with this line, the new Jot Dot, which I'm going to show you later, Prismatic 108, Infinity 108, and Quarry 108. And then we show you the stripe and show you how many layers, how many rows you're going to get. So this is Bugs Galore by Blank Quilting. We have By Golly, Get Jolly by Color Pop Studio. This is an 11 SKU collection. This one ships in May. As you know, all the Christmas lines ship in May. And here you have it. So we have the snowflakes in with blue and white, and then purple, which is really fun. This is a really bright colored line. It looks a little watercolory. You have your all over snowman. You have your panel with the different size blocks. And then you have your words with some different motifs, some nice little coordinating dots to fill the voids. And then we have the snowman and penguins. And then we have the little trees on the bottom. And then we have the penguins in the little blocks. And then finally you have a stripe. So let's see what we got on the back. So here we have Project 1, which is a quilt. And then we have Project 2, which is Christmas stockings. And then finally on the back, we're going to show you how many rows you're getting on the repeat on the stripe. And then we have Starlit and the Jot Dot, Prismatic, Urban Legend, and Infinity 108, all that go with this line. So, by golly, get jolly. This is my favorite, Ghoulish Gathering. This is a glow-in-the-dark line. It's 11 SKUs. All of the Halloween lines and fall lines ship in April. So this is going to ship in April. And this is glow-in-the-dark. And it's creepy, but it's really cool. So this is the panel. This is a 24-inch panel. And what I love about it is this guy is taking a selfie, and he's got him and his friend in the selfie, and you can see it right on the screen. Then we have the crows, we have the eyeballs, we have the knife. That's the only bit of color we have is the little bit of blood on the knife. And then you have the face. It looks like a Xerox copy of the face. Different doll parts, scary words, skeletons, pumpkins that glow in the dark, ghosts, and of course, skulls. So here you have a quilt. This is using the panel right in the center. And then here's a nice bunch of black and whites and grays that you could use to coordinate. We have Urban Legend, Jot Dot, Eclipse, and Starlit, which all go nicely with this line. So there you have it. This is Ghoulish Gathering, glow in the dark, a little bit of an upcharge for the glow in the dark. Art by Bernie, Give Thanks Part 2. This is the follow-up to Part 1, obviously. And this is a 13 SKU collection, and this one ships in April. So let's do it. So here we have this is an 18-inch repeat. These blocks are 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. Then you have your little owls. Owls are coming back again. Scarecrows, little scenic, more scarecrows with little stars. And then this is the key part of the design. This is the 24-inch panel right here in the center. You know, it looks like it's glowing, but in great fall colors and pumpkins and all the motifs. Then we have our words. We have a little turkey, leaf print, acorn print, stripe, and some coordinating dots. So let's see the project. So here we have a quilt using the panel. And then we have table runners and placemats. And on the back, we have coordinates, Urban Legend 108, Quarry 108, Chloe, Sedona Wave, reps. Make sure to show all these basics that go with these lines so you can get that added sale. And so the customers have a perfect package with the backing and everything that goes with it. And then finally, we have the stripe so you could see how many rows. This is Give Thanks Part 2 by Art by Bernie. So beach is a hot theme now for Christmas, believe it or not. This is a 12 SKU collection. It ships in May. This one's called Holiday Beach. This is by a new designer named Diane Cater. And let's see what we got. So this is for all you coastal shops out there and other ones, but probably more so coastal. So here we go. Look at this. Santa is celebrating Christmas on the beach. 24-inch repeat. This is the panel, 24-inch panel, I'm sorry. And then here, let's see the coordinates. So we have little flamingos and lights. The flamingos are dressed in their Santa hats. We have the Santa surfing. And then we have your little block scenics. These are 10 by 10 blocks. The all-over snowman made out of sand. More beach scenic scenes. We have little blocks. Of course, you have your little flamingos, which continue to sell strong, and penguins. And it's just an interesting combination. And it's a lot of fun. In the bottom, you have penguins with little candy cane colored floats, and we have the lights. You have your stripe. Of course, we have our sandals, and then we have our tree ornaments, all in the beachy theme. So let's see the quilts. First off, we have a quilt using the panel. Then we have a piece quilt. Then we have the coordinates that we have as basics that go with this line: Starlit, Eclipse, Urban Legend, Quarry 108. And then we're going to show you how many rows you're going to get on the stripe. And then I'm going to show you the cover and say thank you for Holiday Beach shipping in May. So I had alluded to this line before. This is a new basic that we're bringing on. It's called Jot Dot. This one's a lot of fun. We have it in, let's see, 16 different colors. This one is going to ship in March for the first time. But here's the project. We put it right there in the middle. At some point, we'll have a fabric card on this, but really fun tonal basic, and it's called Jot Dot. Hope Yoder is back. This time, she's got Mandala Tango. Let's see. This is a 17 SKU collection that ships in June. So this is fun line, bright. So we have these little blocks. These are 18-inch repeats. The blocks are 3 by 3. And then we have the mandala, and then more of the mandala. I hope I'm saying that right. And then we have the owls, and then this kind of harlequin type design with different mandalas inside. And then we have the little dot, and you have your frog, and then the mandala on pink, and more of the same over here. And then we did the pig on the white. And then you have this sort of stripe with the different animals mixed in. And then you have a little flower print to go with. So let's check out the quilts. This is the quilt. This is called Mandala Tango. This is designed by Heidi Pridemore. That was only the one quilt. And then we have the stripe to show you how many rows you're going to get. We have all your basics that go with this line: Starlit, Jot Dot, Quarry 108, Prismatic, Urban Legend. And there you have it, Mandala Tango by Hope Yoder. More. This is a winter theme. So as I mentioned before, May we ship Christmas. June we ship winter theme. So these are things that don't have Santa Claus. So this is 11 SKU collection. It's called Nordic Forest. This is by Joe Taylor. This might be her second line, but let's see what we got here. So here we go. I have a 36-inch panel, and these blocks inside measure 11 by 17. We have this red and white little stripe, little deer, little foxes curled up, little gnomes, assorted motifs. Then we have your polar bear and your different little winter animals. We have the little block prints. You have a snowflake in red on a little plaid and blue on a plaid. And then you have your all-over animals again and all your different motifs, and of course a stripe. On the back, we have the project. This looks like a piece project. Actually uses the blocks. And then we have another piece project right here. And then we have your coordinating basics that go with it. So there you have it. This is called Nordic Forest by Joe Taylor. We've been getting a lot of requests for this sort of look. This one is called Pheasant Run. This is by Linda Picken. Linda Picken has done several lines for us in the past. This is a 10 SKU collection that ships in May. But a lot of people want hunting, they want pheasants, they want the dogs. So Linda had some great artwork, and I think it's all depicted here, and this should, prove to be successful for all those people in areas where hunting is popular. So here we have the block print. Right here, different size blocks with all the different motifs that you could cut this out and do really nice things. You have your little pheasant, we have the little leaves, the feather, which is really a fun print. You're all over scenic. We have the pheasant again on a little grain, like a little wheat or some sort of grain like that. You have your dogs on all over with the pheasant on a little wheel. And then you have your tractors. Tractors usually sell very well for us, so we threw that in. And then finally you have your stripe, which has like 4 different rows of different designs that you could strip out. So let's see the quilt. Here you have, they cut out the blocks for this quilt, really nice. And then we have the coordinates that go with the line. And finally the stripe to see how many rows you're gonna get. And that's Pheasant Run by Linda Picken. The next one is Rustic Homestead. This is by Missy Carpenter. This is her second line for blank quilting. This is a 24 SKU collection that ships in May. I'm not going to go through all these lines, but this is her look. All these little small prints, and this is her color story. But more importantly, I'm going to focus on the project. So here we have this piece quilt, really, really neat, and then we have another piece quilt here, and these will be free projects. Oh, this one, sorry, is a paid-for project. So we haven't had one of those in a little bit. And basically, you get 6 for quilt shops. You get 6 projects, and you actually pay, and then you sell that to your customers, as opposed to the free projects that are free to anyone that goes on our website. So that would be a paid project, and hopefully you'll like that and make that purchase and have something a little different than the free project. So there you have Rustic Homestead by Missy Carpenter. Another coastal line. This one is called Sea Glass. This is by AJ's Watercolor Studio. And this is a 13 SKU collection that ships in May. And it's a lot of blue and green, and the name is very fitting, Sea Glass. So here we have this very non-traditional block print panel with different size blocks all around. I'm sure everyone's going to want to know all the different sizes, which I don't have right here or on the card, but I guess you get them there and you get the idea. Then you have your all over here with all the different little sea creatures, your little underwater, sea plants, starfish, the sea turtles, the seahorses, the anchors in a light blue and a dark blue, and then some seashells. And then, of course, you have a stripe and a little basic kind of watery type print, which will serve well on all the projects. And then we got 2 projects for this one. So here we go. They cut the blocks out of the panel for this one, and then we have a pieced one. And then on the back, we're going to show you how many rows you're going to get of the stripe, and then the basic Starlet, Urban Legend, Infinity 108, Quarry, Prismatic, Sedona Wave. That's what you got. Sea Glass by AJ's Watercolor Studio. So this one, another Halloween one, another glow-in-the-dark one. Halloween we know is April. This is a 11 SKU collection. This one is by a new designer named Ryan Connors, and this is another glow-in-the-dark collection. We have a lot of success with the glow-in-the-dark, so when we're successful, we continue to do more. And here you have it. So first up, we have the 24-inch panel. Then you have your little block prints. These blocks measure 8 by 8. You have your skeleton, your pumpkin, your dressed up little characters in their costumes, your cats on a a witch's broom, stars, skulls, scenic stripe, all over with words down here, and then your little kind of cat faces similar to a ghost. On your project on the back, you're using the panel for a panel quilt, and then you have all your basics on here that go with it. I'm not going to go through them all, you know it. And then finally, we have the stripe on the back, and this shows you how many rows. This is So Adorable by Ryan Connors. Last but not least, we are bringing back an oldie but goodie. So Urban Legend is more or less sold out. We might have a little left of 2 SKUs. A lot of demand for this, so we decided to bring this back. This is by Tana Mueller. She also sells this line in 44-inch, so this is 108. This will be 18-yard cuts, and we added red. So we have, red and green. So we have 2 new colors, which these could be used for Christmas, or they could just be used for backing of a regular quilt. But you have these 8 colors, and these are going to ship in April of 2019. So there you have it. Those are the 14 collections for this October 2018 Quilt Market release for the Blank Quilting Corp. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a lot of success selling it or buying it and selling it. And thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day. Hope to see you at Quilt Market. Take care. Bye.